Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
Purdy looking to throw. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up second and 3.
Purdy now to throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
What's up? Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action.
Pinheiro set to kick.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34.
Great. Set. Anyway,
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Hurts changing up the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Hey, 70, hey, easy, 63, back. Hey, Silver. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, thumbs up, alert. Do on left. No touch.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, Barton, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Bigsby will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings
now
up
Purdy.
2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
That one downfield for Dotson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards.
Oh, that's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. Hey, thumbs up, alert it. Crowd left, Yeti. Alpha.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. And they'll accept that penalty. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Crowd left, Yeti. 73. Crowd left, Yeti. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Connecting quickly with Gabbard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A first down carry for Barker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Eagles 14, 49ers 10. Jim Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Able to fight through one tackle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is Jennings. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
18, watch out.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Get set. Get set. 18. You're not. Yellow. Yellow. Up.
Back to throw. Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
Round up, Yeti. Good. Yeti. All right, anyone else? Hey. 73. Round up, Yeti. Hey, 73. Hey, easy. 63, bad. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
No touch that. Trimmer. Crowd left Yeti. 63. Hey, Silver. Crowd left Yeti. Nine. No touch.
They'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Don't touch that. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Go Silver, ready? Alpha, alpha, alpha. Hey. Crowd left Yeti.
Back to throw. Pass complete, Goddard. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Great, set. All right, crowd left Yeti.
Barkley inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Yeti. Hey. That's right. 73.
Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And Hurts going to move him around.
Hey, 73. No touch.
He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No touch that.
An audible here to get a new look.
Hey, Silver. Hey. Go Silver, ready?
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. And that flag accepted. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
Great, set. Hey. 73. Alpha.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you...
And it'll be intercepted. Keely Ringo puts it off. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.